Coach, do you think Clayton Smith is going to cause some business decisions for opposing defenses?
I don't know about that. I mean, I think he's doing a good job out there. Learning different position and seeing what roles he can play for our team to where we can maximize his skill set offensively and defensively.
It seemed like there was a lot of good things from the offense today. What did you think?
Quarterbacks got the ball out of their hands. Good protection. We ran the ball well up front. I think the O-line had their best day. When you can run the ball, life gets simple. And today we ran the ball directly down the middle of the defense, which isn't good for defense, right? We got to be able to stop interior runs on the defense side of the ball. And if you don't, then you're in trouble. Right? It's a simple game. I've said it a ton. Block people, right? Defeat blocks. Move the other man backwards. Right? And if you do that, you're probably going to be pretty good. Today, the offense moved them backwards on defense. But then the defense moved them backwards with 2 takeaways, one of those being a pick 6. So that can't happen. He's a heck of a player. But, you see who he is on the field. He's just as good of a person, if not a better person. He's an unbelievable person. Always in a good mood, always just happy to be here, works his butt off. He's, we definitely got lucky getting him to join our program. That's the type of guy you want to join your program.
Kind of piggybacking off of the Ashton Stamps point, Coach BC last week said that it's been super advantageous to go from 5 to 8 scholarship corners. How much have you seen that increase in depth play out so far? Yeah,
it's been good, and then today we went back to 5. So it kind of, it's the nature of it. But, I think those corners have done a nice job so far. I'm excited to see them, continue to progress. But I think that corner room is tall and long and athletic. And I'm excited to see them continue to get better. You see them making plays out there already.
The conversation that you had talked about with Cutter before camp started, just with the Kentucky film, and then he has 2 scores as well. Have you seen that show up through about half of camp?
2 scores?
S2 scores.
S2 scores. Sorry. I'm like, okay, 2 scores today. I was like, did he have both? Okay. It's starting to show up. This is when we really start to grade quarterbacks in my mind, after we get the meat and potatoes of the install in, and then we get just to go see guys rep the same thing over and over again. Some guys have run a billion plays a billion ways, right? Some guys haven't. Some guys it takes more time to be able to take the film to the game. Some guys it takes 1 rep. So I think now that we've gotten more reps of these plays, the core plays, we're starting to get to that who's comfortable with those plays. And this is when I really start grading out, not just quarterback, but all positions. From here on out, we do cumulative MAs because now you shouldn't MA. The MA titles should be decreasing.
What's your sense of where just your offensive skill, which is where you're at with this overall?
Yeah, I'm really pleased with where we're at. Obviously, Jordan Tyson's really, and McLean are both going to play on Sundays. Jordan obviously is really difficult to replace, but I feel good about the skill. I feel good about the wideout room. I feel good about the tight end room, running back room. I feel good about all those rooms.
Coach, I was going to ask about the tight end room, given that you lost your top 2 tight ends and you got some new guys there. Where do they stand?
Yeah, I think they've done a nice job. I think both of those guys, Kamari and AJ, could have easily played last year for us, just by the nature of who was ahead of them. They were the guys that were playing, and it was their turn. And I think those guys, it's their turn.
What about the offensive line? Have you seen them grow and learn so far?
Yeah, they had their best day out there today. At the end of the day, it's about moving the people backwards. And I keep emphasizing that, right? If you can move the down lineman, sets up everything. Sets up your play action, sets up your naked, sets up your run screens. It's all about moving the down lineman. If you can do that, you can create a defense that has to stop the run and stop vertical penetration and vertical movement. And most of those teams, they can either, get strong and not let you push them, or they have to blitz. And once you get a team blitzing is in my opinion, kind of where you want them. Is if you can get them pressuring to stop simple runs. And today, the offensive line was forcing the defense to blitz today because they were beating the crap out of the defensive line.
Coach, going back to the tight ends, how important are these new tight ends going to be with the offense looking completely different from last year?
Yeah, it's going to be critical. Tight ends for me are like an extension of the quarterback. Them and the quarterback got to be on the same page on 75% of the snaps.
Can you circle back to the corners? What have you seen Coach Martin in this program?
Yeah, he's just detailed. We have been, holy cow, talk about a great place to play corner. We have we kept our 2 guys who were coaching corners last year on the staff. We added Coach Gibbs, who works with the safeties now, who also has corner background. And we have Coach Meat, who coached arguably the #1 corner in the NFL right now, Christian Gonzalez, all in the same building. So you can go to Coach Meat, and if he's busy, right, you can go to Coach D-Walk, who's been a head coach in college and been a corners coach in the NFL. If he's busy, you can go to Coach BC, who's the passing game coordinator. If he's busy, you can go to Coach Gibbs. It's like, holy cow, the corner development here, there's definitely a lot of room and a lot of people you can learn from. Awesome. Thanks, Coach.